Hi guys, so today I want to share with you what I've done with my planner for fall, and the first thing that I'm going to show you is my new fall planner cover. Now, if you watch my videos, then you've seen me haul this bag. It's actually out for Christmas time, but I really felt like it could pass for fall. The fox is gorgeous. He has the gold foil, there's the browns, and I do love like the pops of apple in it because it's just very fall to me. So I definitely wanted to incorporate him as my fall planner cover. So what I did was I first cut out the bag, and then I take my existing planner cover that came with Happy Planner and I use it as a guide to cut out. Now this was a little bit difficult because the fox was super big, and so if I had his whole face in it, then I wouldn't have the tail. And so I had to really decide what I wanted him to look like, and finally I decided I had to have half of his face and half of his tail because it just looked too weird to not have his tail in it. So it actually turned out really cool. I like the look of just kind of half his face. So there I am tracing it out with a pen, and then I'm going to put that in my cutting tool and cut that down. So I have to say that this process I kind of eyeball because you do have to take into account that the laminating sheet is going to require some space as well. So I try to get as close to the Happy Planner original cover size as I possibly can, but I do just kind of eyeball it. So to ensure that I'm cutting the same exact image for the back, I'm using the cutout from the first fox. Now be very careful with this if you are using pen, because if your pen slips, you're going to mark up your design, which I actually accidentally did here, but I was able to save it and kind of like cut it off at the bottom. So I'm just trimming the back of the cover, and as you can notice, the back of Dollar Tree bags don't have the foil, but yes, if I didn't mention this, this is a Dollar Tree bag. So the next thing I want to do is I actually want to cut out, I want to use some scrapbook, and I want to cut out the images that would be on the inside of the front cover and the back cover. So this is a scrapbook that I got at Tuesday Morning for $5.99 a couple of months ago. I'm obsessed. I love it. It's very fall. So I'm just flipping through it, trying to find the best scrapbook images that I feel goes really well with the fox. And so this is something new that I've done from my previous experience with using gift bags as planner covers, but right here is the trick. You want to take a glue stick and glue your Dollar Tree bag to your scrapbook paper so that it doesn't move when you trim and cut it. So that way you know that it's gonna be exactly the same size. So I'm just gonna trim this down, and you will see some like white showing at the top, and I basically just take a pair of scissors and trim it off. And that's literally the easiest way to get this done. So I'm going to do the same thing to the second bag. Not the second bag, but the second back cover, whatever. So this is actually a thank you card or just a decorative card from Michael's, and I really love this wagon. I used it in my last planner spread for my Target Dollar Spot planner, and I thought it would look really cute on the inside of the planner cover. So I'm just using a little bit of glue stick. It doesn't have to be glued down perfectly because you are going to laminate it. So, and then I wanted to design the front inside cover, and I just took some pumpkin washi, and then I decided to add some verbiage. It's always kind of tricky to add any like puffy letters like these. I don't know if you can tell, but they are puffy. The laminator really doesn't seal as best as it can around little letters like this. So, but I really liked the way it turned out, and I did keep the letters far away from the edge of the ends of the scrapbook so that it would seal on the ends, because that's the most important part. You want it to seal on the ends because you don't want it to open up. And so now I'm basically taking my finished product and I'm putting it into my laminating sheet. These are 8.5 by 11, I believe, and I got them from Walmart. And then I am just going to feed both of these through my laminator, which I also got at Walmart. And if you happen to have the same laminator that I do, I use the 3 mil setting, or whatever that setting is, the 3, not the 5. I feel like the 5 is way too hot. And not only that, but I do run the same cover twice, but I give it a rest. So I'm running this one in one time, and then I'm going to put it aside and let the heat cool down, and then I'm going to run the other cover. So once those cool down, I flip them around and run them through a second time. And the reason for this is because even on the 3, I feel like it's still too boiling hot almost when it comes out of the first batch. So I want it to cool down because in the past, when I've ran it through twice quickly, it has just damaged the gift bag in the scrapbook. So I do like to give it a rest. So there I am running it through the second time after it cooled down, and I feel like this trick really works out perfectly. And as usual, I just take a hole puncher and punch my holes, and then I use a pair of scissors to cut the slits. Otherwise, Happy Planner does sell their hole puncher, so if you're really into making your own planner covers, I would invest in that. I don't always make my own planner covers, and I actually don't mind the concept of using my hole puncher and my scissors to make the custom inserts for the Happy Planner. But otherwise, in case you wanted to know that, they do sell their own Happy Planner puncher. So now I'm done and I'm adding it to my Happy Planner. I love it. As you can see, the fox, half of his face and half of the tail just really worked out perfectly, and that's that. I am taking out this folder just because it was taking up too much room, and I am coming towards the end. So yeah, so now let's move on to my November weekly spread. I'm calling this Pumpkin Truck. I have been wanting to do this spread since last November. And so I'm going through my book again and trying to find pieces of scrapbook that I typically wouldn't gravitate towards as a combo. So I really surprised myself because I have a problem with patterns. I can do solids amazingly, I think. But when it comes to patterns and putting different patterns together, that's a challenge for me. And I honestly love the way that this turned out. I incorporated so many different patterns and so many different patterns in washi, and it all just, in my opinion, came out perfectly. But I will tell you, right here where I finally picked out my patterns, I picked out a gorgeous plaid, a gold polka dot, and like a green whimsical paisley print, I guess. I had a very difficult time laying this out. It took me so long, and I edited it all out for you because you did not want to sit there for 10 minutes because I almost gave up. I just was not liking the patterns, and then finally I came up with this combination right here, and I was super happy with it. So my tip to you is don't give up. Keep trying to find the layout that you really, really love and want. Take a step back and then try again. So now I'm just gluing them down like I always do with some glue stick. And yeah, I really think that this plaid pattern is just the focal point to this entire spread, in my opinion. I love it. It looks so pretty. All right, so now I'm going to cut out the sidebar. I always love putting a sidebar. I don't really use the notes section on the side, so I love decorating it. Oh, I'm not doing my sidebar. I'm doing the bottom bar, so this is something new. I typically decorate this with washi, but I wanted to show you that if you can't figure out the right washi, you can use your scrapbook as your washi. So, and I loved the way this turned out. I basically incorporated that gold polka dot and trimmed it, glued it down, and it just looks like washi at the bottom. So it's super beautiful, and because I did the gold polka dot there, I also wanted to do it as my sidebar as well, which I do here. So I'm just cutting out my sidebar, and again, like I was saying, I don't really use the notes section, and I also don't look at the little calendar because I always go to my month at a glance. I don't really look at that, so I wanted to make my sidebar extra long today and kind of get rid of the black lettering. As a matter of fact, I didn't want black lettering in this at all. So you'll see me get rid of that as well for the dates at the top. I'm basically using a 1-inch hole puncher, and this has come in handy for a lot of things. This is like what you would use for a bottle cap, decorative design or whatever. And I use these to cover up the dates at the top, just a little bit of glue stick. And then once you glue those down, you flip over your page and then you cut off the ends with a pair of scissors. So this is another part of me that was just really out of my element, which was to add this orange washi, because I'm a very matchy kind of person, and the fact that I just went bold and went with this orange, I knew it was just perfect in the end, because I really did need a little bit more pop of orange because I was going to incorporate these orange pumpkins. And I got these at Hobby Lobby, and these stickers are foamy and pop-up. Not foamy, but they're pop-up, and I'm okay with that. So if you don't like foamy pop-up stickers, this wouldn't be for you. But I love the way that it looked. It really kind of like popped up out of the page, and I thought it looked really cool. So then I'm just kind of adding all of my to-dos, but really what I wanted to use mostly for this planner, because I do use my Target Dollar Spot planner in detail more. My Happy Planner is more like my creative outlet, and I put the most important things for that week, not like every single detail. So I wanted to incorporate these stickers, and I made these, I personalized them to my life and the things that I do the most. So this is like my trash sticker, and I'm just kind of cutting out the stickers that I think I'm going to use this week. So like this is my little laundry sticker, and I did print these out on a sticker paper. And I'm going to do a video on how I made these, because I did make these myself, but it just won't be in this video. I'm cutting out a payday sticker because I do get paid this week. And then I also made book stickers, and this tells me that I want to pick out and read a new book. And then I also pick out like some coffee stickers. And yeah, so I think stickers is a really great way to say things on your planner without having to write anything down, and it makes the planner look a lot neater too. So, and I can tell you that if you're really into this, Etsy sellers sell gorgeous icon stickers like this, so go wild, go free. Otherwise, I will be back soon with a how-to video on making your own stickers. So of course, I always want to add my envelope. It's my most favorite part of my Happy Planner. It just finishes off the look completely. So I'm taking this orange envelope that I got from a Dollar Tree Halloween card, and that is my image. I just kind of Googled pumpkin trucks, and I wanted an illustration. I didn't want like a real image, so basically like a clip art. And then I wanted to apply it to this green scrapbook paper to kind of like tie it all in and bring it in all together. And that's it, you guys. And I basically just hole punched it like I always do to add it to my planner, and I am in love. I have to say that this is probably my top all-time favorite fall spread so far. I adore this. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you got some inspiration from it, and I can't wait to share with you guys how I made my little stickers. I imagine that I know a lot of you are going to want to make them yourselves, and it's rather easy. So, and I have learned a lot of lessons the hard way, so I have like fine-tuned it, so I'll be able to give you guys some really great tips. That video will be out maybe in a couple weeks or so. But yeah, that's it, you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And you can like, as always, and share and subscribe. And I'll see you guys really soon in another video. I think I'm coming back with a Target Dollar Spot spread for fall. So super excited about that. And I'll see you guys there. Bye.